Namaste and welcome to this practice. Let's begin on our hands and knees. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, bring the knees about hip width apart and curl the toes under. As you breathe in, scoop up through the chest and the sit bones. And as you breathe out, look in towards the belly, round through the upper back. Inhale, lift up and look up. And exhale to round. Inhale, scooping all the way through. As you exhale, look in towards the belly and press all the way up into downward facing dog. You might like to take a little walk on the spot here, slowly, one heel lifting up and down. Moving with the breath, beginning to awaken through the body. And then turn this lifting of the heels into a little walk forward to the front of the mat. And come all the way into a forward fold, feet hip width apart, knees are bent. Slide the hands to the shins, take a breath in and lift halfway, crown forward. Exhale to fold, chest to thighs. And again, inhale, lift and lengthen. Imagine dragging the heels back. Exhale to fold. One more time like this, lighting up through the back body. Bending the knees even more, like you're about to sit down into a chair. Press into the feet, use the strong leg muscles to slowly roll all the way up, floating the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, palms meet and thumbs track down through the third eye, landing at the heart center. Pausing in Tadasana. Feeling the weight evenly through both feet, both legs. Returning here. This is home base and you can come here at any point through this practice. If you lose touch of the breath, here's the point where you can reacquaint yourself before beginning again. Let's scoop the arms up and over as we inhale, reach to the sky. Knees soft, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back and come down to the knee. Left knee over ankle. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Feel the hips lift as well. Exhale, frame the front foot. You can step back into plank or you could take half plank as you're warming up. Inhaling, shift the shoulders forward over the wrists, firm through the belly. Exhale, release all the way down. Finding Sphinx pose on the forearms. Breathe in, lengthen. Navel to heart. Exhale, folding down, third eye touches. Inhale through hands and knees, firm belly. Exhale, slowly with control, downward facing dog. Feel the inner thighs rotating back, knees are off lock. The armpits rotating under. Feel that space across the upper back. Send the right leg to the air as you inhale. Stepping the foot forward, exhale. Left knee grounds down. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Imagine the front leg, back leg dragging towards each other, firming through the base. Release the hands down on either side. Take a breath in, step forward and look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, scooping the arms up and over. Exhale, the palms down through center. And continuing, inhale. Hinge from the hips. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Left leg, exhale, step it back. High lunge this time if you're able to, Anjaneyasana. Left hip steers forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Drop the shoulder blades down. Steady with the breath. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step back into plank or half plank. As you breathe in, shift the shoulders forward. Exhale, release to the earth. You may like Sphinx again, or this time find Cobra. Lift up through the back of the neck. Elbows bent. Exhale, release. Coming up through hands and knees, and with control, back into downward facing dog. Take your time. Feel an evenness through the feet. The heels as they extend downward to the earth. The weight spreading across the whole left palm, the whole right palm. On your next in-breath, glide the left leg to the air. Step the foot forward, high lunge, Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Arms extend up, right hip steers forward. Lift the gaze, be curious. Framing the front foot as you exhale, plant the hands down deliberately. Breathe in, step forward, look forward. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, scooping the arms up. Exhale, down through center. Finding tree pose. Moving the weight into the left leg. Bring the right, perhaps heel to ankle, or send the foot a little higher, either below or above the knee. As you engage the palms, engage the foot against the thigh or the lower leg or thigh, talking back to that foot. Many options for the arms. You can find one that is most suitable for you, one that enhances Vrikshasana, tree pose. As you draw the hands back to the heart, you can release the right foot back down underneath the hip. On your inhale, scoop the arms all the way up, open through the chest, maybe looking up this time. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Right leg steps back, high lunge. Low lunge is always there as an option for you, of course. Build from the ground up. Hips steer round. Right hip forward, left hip back. Take the arms up. And releasing the hands behind you, interlace at the back of the body. A little bend through the elbows, the shoulders draw back, the chest begins to lift. Maybe you can feel like you're lying back in a support here as the heart space begins to open. Continue to feel the ease through the jaw as you launch forward with the chest lengthening into humble warrior. The hands reach up and away from the spine. And rather than collapsing the belly onto the front thigh, perhaps stay a little buoyant as the crown reaches forward. Release the hands down on either side of that front foot, stepping all the way back into plank. Moving into side plank onto the right side, the feet one in front of the other. Extend the left arm up, press into the whole right hand, not just the heel of the hand, but the fingertips, the space between the first finger and thumb. Coming back through plank and simply moving to the second side of your side plank and knowing that you can always bring the bottom knee down. Otherwise, keep reaching the hips up away from the earth. Steady breath before replacing the hand back down. Either finding your full plank or half plank, release with control. You may like to give your wrists a little break here. Come into Shalabhasana. Inhale. Feel the whole body buoyant, as if you're bobbing gently on the surface of the water. Releasing all the way back down as you bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale through hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog, or child's pose is there of course as well. Add that to your practice anytime you like. Use your inhale to glide the right leg to the air. Exhale, a tiger curl. So shoulders over the wrist, bring the knee in towards the nose, round through the upper back. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale to curl in. Inhale, last time. Stepping the foot forward, high lunge. Steady base. Right hand to right hip or perhaps to the thigh. Take the left arm all the way up. And without moving the right knee off the right ankle, begin to bend over towards the right side. Reaching down through the left heel. And feeling the left rib cage opening, almost like a slinky. Return to center, placing both hands down on either side of the front foot. Take a breath in, step forward as you look forward. Exhale to fold. Reverse swan dive, inhale. Palms connect, drawing the energies together and down through center. As you prepare to find steadiness in tree pose. Shifting the weight to the right foot, positioning the left foot. Remembering that's going to be different for you, perhaps. It's a possibility on this side. Feel the foot and the leg conversing. The palms meeting, an evenness here. And as you ground down through that standing leg, the roots of your tree, get a sense that you're rising up. And yes, you may still wobble, but those opposite forces, as they come to work together, these energies of yang and yin, feminine, masculine, they come together in this beautiful melting pot that creates a harmonious treat. The sweetest of them all. You can lower yourself back down to have both feet on the earth. As you breathe in, scoop the arms all the way up, diving forward on the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Left leg steps back. Crescent lunge, Anjani Asana. Arms reach high. Wrapping the arms around behind you to interlace at the back of the body. Drawing the shoulders back. You might like to have a little bend through the elbows, just so there's not so much of that hardness. But you're wanting to create a freedom across the chest, perhaps one that you can almost feel like you're leaning back into as you take the gaze upward. And then lengthening the spine as you hinge forward. Maybe not quite landing all of the weight on the thigh, but keeping yourself long, reaching from the back heel to the crown, and the interlaced fingers drawing away from the spine, lines of energy in all directions. Go on and release the hands down. Step back into plank, half plank. Release to the earth. Your choice of back bend, Sphinx, Cobra, Locust. Finding your way to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lightness through the jaw. As you inhale, take the left leg to the air. A tiger curl as you exhale. Keep that heel squeezing up towards the buttock. Inhale, lift, brighten. Exhale, curling in, rounding through the upper back. One more. Stepping the foot forward in between the hands. Feeling secure, front leg back, left and right. Earthing down while rising up, left hand to hip or thigh. Take the right arm up, and as you continue to bend into the left knee, reach the right arm up and over. Feel the breath pouring into the right rib cage, pouring into the right lung, right side body. Turning the arm back to center, where both hands now can touch down. Take a breath in and step forward, look forward. Exhale to fold. You can heel toe the feet out just a little wider. Come down into a little squat, but your heels can lift off the ground, and so can your gaze. Lift up and open through the chest. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, begin to straighten the legs as you fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, open through the back body and fold. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more like this. As you return to your forward fold, you can let the knees be just a little softer here. Perhaps let the arms bend at the elbows and imagine them like long branches on a willow tree, just touching the surface of the water, the edge of the river. Experiencing a newfound freedom within the body. And then stillness. Find stillness. Enjoy stillness. We're going to keep the head quite low now as we've had it down for a while. So turning the toes out so you can release down into Malasana, and then eventually finding your way down onto your seat, reclining all the way down onto your back. bringing the right knee in towards the chest. Just give that right knee a little squeeze. And then holding onto the right knee with the right hand, take that knee a little wider out towards the right armpit. Just make a big circle with that right knee. And go the other direction as well, as wide as you can. Feeling that ease, like you've applied some oil into the joints. And then the ankle can come and rest on the left thigh. And let those toes on the right foot relax. And you may like to just stay like this. Otherwise, reach through and take hold of the left shin or the back of the thigh. Find a position that allows you to keep the head and shoulders down for this time. And find a contentment with where you are right now. Let your attention settle into that part of the body that is coming to your attention right now. Perhaps it's feeling a little tight or there's some sort of resistance. You may like to sway the hips a little from side to side, or just imagine that you're sending those breaths into that part of the body, and with your attention and perhaps with that movement, it's just all dissolving now because you're allowing it to do so. It just dissolves. Sifting sand through the sifter, and all that remains is the gold. All that remains is the jewels and the treasures that you've uncovered here today. You can release that left foot down now and then the right foot. Bring the left knee in towards the chest, and just with that left hand on the knee, if you can, a nice big circle to the armpit, towards the floor and around. Big breath in as the knee moves out and around, and exhale to slowly come back in. Because there's no hurry when you're exploring your body. And even as you change direction, you're allowing yourself to really focus on what feels good in your body right now. We can definitely spend a lot of wasted time focusing on what doesn't feel good, and we forget to appreciate what we already have. So with that knee a little wider now, let the ankle rest on top of the right knee. And let this left leg just release all the doing. You might bring the right knee in. And already noticing that one side of the body could feel very different to the other. So the choices that you make now may be very different to the first side. But there's always something to notice, something to be aware of, and something to uncover. And even if it's not a physical change, maybe mentally you're just becoming more patient, more awake, more content, more able to slow down and really be present. Go on and release both feet down to the earth. And either take the feet wider than the hips and just let the knees rest against each other, or slide them out long to the far corners of your mat and just let the feet turn out to the side. And I know that you've got just 5 more minutes that you could stay. As those feet turn out to the side, you can almost immediately feel those legs wanting to surrender. They're wanting to let go of all of the doing that they do so much for us. And as you allow this to happen, you may notice a tingling, a vibration. Sometimes it's indescribable, this flow of energy within the body. But be present with it. Don't need to make sense of it. Your body is made up of so much more than flesh and bones and muscles. And I wonder what it would be like for you to surrender your spine. All those muscles along the back of the body, they don't need to hold on now. You're not upright. Gravity is taking care of you. You are completely supported and held. And you can allow your body to completely, deeply rest. Along with the shoulders. Allow the body to internally sigh and appreciate this feeling of softening the shoulders all across the chest, through the arms, and resting that heavy head. And resting for now those heavy thoughts, the ones that have been weighing you down. What if they were to just drain away like water down the drain in the street? So that not one part of you, not one part of you is in a state of resistance. Not one part of you is fighting this freedom on offer to you now. Just calm and relaxed and peaceful. Whole body is calm and relaxed and peaceful. Your mind is calm, relaxed, peaceful. as promised, just 5 minutes of Shavasana to seal your practice. Absorb the benefits, the insights, the freedom of energy that is yours. Please feel free to stay a little longer. You may like to take a meditation practice. But I know you'll be moving back into your day feeling more calm, relaxed, and peaceful. Namaste.